Hey everybody, welcome back to Pseu's Brew Reviews. We got another edition of your favorite weekly craft beer review, and this one is a brand new brewery for the channel. Very unique brewery, actually. It's made in Mexico, so we've got a Mexican beer to drink today from the brewery Cervecería Monstruo de Agua. And it's really interesting. I love the simplistic artwork here. I'm really blanking on the name of these creatures right now, but they are, oh man, I can't remember. But they're a Mexican native lizard, or not lizard, but kind of like a salamander almost. And they have the gills that come out from the side of their necks, basically, and they're almost transparent. Man, I'm really forgetting what these are called, but it's got this really cool looking illustration on the front, and it almost looks like a Mayan sort of drawing, which is really cool. And this beer is called Nochtli. Nochtli. It is described as a prickly pear golden ale. Prickly pear is an ingredient you don't see used very often in American beers, so I'm definitely expecting something kind of unique and extremely different from what I'm used to having. Just says it's a ale brewed with prickly pear and lemon balm. So yeah, that's another pretty interesting ingredient that I can't say I've ever had a beer with lemon balm in it. So that's pretty cool. And this is a 12-ounce fluid ounce can, product of Mexico, of course. 5.1% alcohol by volume, and it tells you on the can, which is really interesting, the exact ingredients of what they use. Water, barley malt, prickly pear, lemon balm, hops, and yeast. So yeah, very, very interesting. Brewed by Collectivo. Oh, it's like a xolotl, I think. Axolotl, I think is what they're called. So yeah, very cool. And I picked up three beers from this brewery because they all looked pretty interesting. It was the only three that they had at the time, and I was just kind of afraid that if I didn't pick them up then, might not see them again for a really long time. So, yeah, here we go. Let's try the Nochtli Prickly Pear Golden Ale. I apologize if I butchered the pronunciation on any of this, but Spanish is not my language. But I think it's an axolotl, or exolotl is what the name of those creatures are. And from what I understand, they're fairly endangered now. I do remember that they're very hard to find. But wow, all right. Man, look at the head on that. So first, let's take a look at this beer in question. All right, wow. Really nice color. It's got it's super effervescent. I mean, just look at that thick head on that boy. It's going all the way up to my gigantic Giga glass. This is a frozen mug, so that definitely adds to it. But the color, wow, there's even some kind of like particulate in there. I can see at the very bottom, but that might have just been in my glass already. It has a really kind of hazy yellow color to it. It's not exceptionally um, light, I'd say. It's got a really nice, like dark kind of yellow quality about it, and yeah, you like to see that in your craft beer. You don't want anything too light. But anyway, let's give it a smell. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely. I can definitely smell the effervescent kind of bright citrus quality to it. Wow, and that I think that's the prickly pear that's giving off that really, really. It's kind of sweet. It's almost like a sweet smell, but it's definitely got some kind of the citrus rind like tang to it. It might be the lemon balm. I don't know, but let's give it a try. Cheers, y'all. Hmm. Hmm. Wow. Okay. Hmm. All right. Um. So first off, I want to applaud this beer for being so refreshing and clean drinking. That was the first thing that came to mind was how clean this beer feels. It tastes very light. It's very light on your palate. It's not a heavy beer at all. It's almost got the first thing that jumped out at me was I noticed I think it might be the lemon balm that they used in the brew. Um, it almost adds like this medicinal quality to it. And I don't know how else to explain it other than, yeah, it tastes sort of medicinal to me. And in doing so, it tastes very refined. It tastes like it's almost like this is some sort of tea. It's got kind of a herbaceous, um, yeah, like medicinal quality to it. And I think it's the lemon balm. It adds a really nice smooth texture. It is very highly carbonated, but something about the mouthfeel is extremely smooth, and I think it's the lemon balm in there. Uh, yeah, it tastes like you're drinking. It's like a hybrid of like an herbal tea and a beer in one, which is really cool. I've definitely never had anything like this before. The prickly pear, I can't say I've ever actually had a prickly pear by itself, and I'm not very experienced with the flavor. So I can't really tell if it's just a really muted, subtle flavor. But the beer is extremely juicy, and but the flavor overall, it's not like a punch you in the face kind of hardcore flavor. It's subtle and it's gentle. It's not very sweet overall, I would say. It's got a little bit of tang and a little bit of bitterness, but what you're left with, the aftertaste, is just a really clean, palate cleansing beer that it really makes you. I mean, I've said this so many times with other beers, but it really makes you want to come back for another sip because it's really refreshing and easy drinking and light. I'm really, really enjoying this. And I was a little sleepy, a little tired, a little groggy almost because I'd just been laying down watching TV with Lauren for a while. But after taking a sip of this, I almost feel kind of like revitalized and rejuvenated. I don't know why, but the prickly pear and lemon balm are definitely two ingredients that I've never encountered before, and I think they go really well together. It does have a like I don't know. It's very reminiscent of other Mexican beers I've had, and they all have like a similar quality. Like Modelo. Like I know these are terrible examples, like Corona. Um, I don't know. I can't really think of the others off the top of my head, but it does taste like a Mexican beer. And if you think of a Mexican beer, you'll know what I'm saying. Like it has that quality about it, but the prickly pear and lemon balm are just super understated, kind of smooth, um, light medicinal ingredients, really, and it's very refreshing and rejuvenating. So I definitely like this beer a lot. I would recommend it if you can find it. I think I lucked out. I'm not sure how many states they ship to, or to all if they're all over the country or not. But it's a very very cool and very interesting beer that's unlike anything I've really ever had before. And I gotta say, I love the addition of the lemon balm in this. Wow. Yeah. I mean, this would definitely pair well with Mexican food. I can tell you, I want to eat some steak with this beer. I mean, it's so refreshing. It's just like the perfect palate cleanser. Um, yeah, I really like it a lot. I think I'm going to give this one a solid 8.4 out of 10. that I'm very confident in that. I am definitely enjoying this beer, and yeah, cheers, y'all. I would recommend it. And this has been Sudarity from Sue's Brew Reviews. Thanks for watching, and check out my stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. And if you ever find any beers by Cervecería Monstruo de Agua, definitely check them out, because I will be reviewing the other two beers by them that I picked up in the coming weeks, maybe months, but probably not all three in a row. But yeah, I look forward to the other two though, for sure. 8, yeah, 8.3, 8.4, somewhere around there. All right, see ya.